Hi class, today I'll be going over muscular endurance and muscular strength. For today, you'll need something to write with and something to write on, as I'll be asking you a few questions throughout the lecture. Let's start by reviewing the energy system from last week. ATP, think of a sprinter like Usain Bolt. This explosive energy system provides energy that lasts from 1 to 10 seconds. Anaerobic, think resistance training, for example, or a 200 to 400 meter run in a track event. It is predominantly used at the start of exercise and for high intensity activity lasting from 10 seconds to 2 minutes. The aerobic system operates during any activity over 2 minutes. An example can be jogging or a longer duration exercise session. Before we begin, I want you to think about what comes in mind when you hear muscle. Do you think of bulky or meathead? Are there both negative and positive associations with muscles? These can also come in the forms of myths you may have heard or as questions you may have for myself or peers in discussion. Hang on to these thoughts or write them down for future reference. First, what is muscular endurance? Muscular endurance is defined as the ability to maintain submaximal muscle action. An example of muscular endurance can be some of the aerobic activity we talked about in the last module, energy systems. What about muscular strength? Muscular strength represents the maximal amount of force that can be generated by a muscle or groups of muscle, regardless of the amount of time it takes. An example of muscular strength can be the sport of powerlifting, where the lifter completes a heavy single lift for a single rep. Here, the mountain from Game of Thrones just completed a 1,104-pound deadlift for a single rep. While the extremely heavy deadlift is impressive, it may not be for everyone unless you're training for powerlifting or strongman type sports. Some benefits of muscular strength and endurance include improved performance, so activities of daily life such as carrying groceries can become easier. Injury risk reduction. Strength and muscular endurance training can strengthen the musculature in the back and core and improve posture to mitigate low back and neck injuries. With gradual and progressive resistance training, tendons, ligaments, and bones also become stronger, making them less susceptible to injury. Improved body composition means having a higher proportion of fat-free mass compared to body weight at any given weight. Additionally, greater lean muscle mass leads to a higher metabolic rate, meaning you generally burn more calories. For more benefits of muscular strength and muscular endurance, refer to page 43 in Chapter 4 of the Men's Self-Defense textbook. Next, I would like for you to pause the lecture and consider a couple of questions. What are some exercises or workouts that you have done in the past to improve muscular strength? What about exercises or workouts to improve muscular endurance? Take a few minutes to write these down. Did you come up with some of these? Perhaps burpees for muscular endurance, bench press or squat for muscular strength. Maybe you didn't write any of these down. While exercise selection is important, the manner in which we train is what elicits the response in either muscular strength or muscular endurance. To train for muscular endurance, we can use a squat or push-up, for example. What that would look like would be squatting a weight less than 70% of your 1 rep max, completing 10 to 15 reps for set number 1 with a rest period of less than 30 seconds prior to starting your second set. For muscular strength, we can simply keep the same exercise but change the intensity. So a heavier weight, decreasing the reps, and increasing the rest period. So what that would look like, maybe a front squat exercise, for example, doing 3 sets of 5. An example here, looking at a workout for muscular endurance and a workout with similar exercises for muscular strength. An easier way to remember this is as reps go down, intensity goes up, or reps goes up as intensity goes down. Next, I want you to grab a pen and paper and complete the following. Write down 2 exercises to train for muscular endurance and 2 exercises for muscular strength. I have provided 2 examples. Which one of these works best to improve muscular endurance? Does the dumbbell goblet squat or does the barbell bench press? When writing exercises and workouts, consider this. Think about how one workout can benefit one person while that same workout may not benefit another person. So, depending on my training goals, a workouts you do may benefit you, but it may be detrimental to my personal training goals. Looking at the variables, age and fitness goals can affect training. Training age is how long someone has been training for, so think training experience. Chronological age is how old someone is. While considering chronological age, training age, so how long someone has been training for, may be a factor as well. An example might be two men at the age of 55 who are training together, but person A has never trained while person B has trained for 30 years. So even though both subjects are the same chronological age of 55, their training or training age and experience differ greatly. Lastly, in the previous slide, I asked you to consider how one workout might benefit one person and not the other. A bodybuilding workout that Arnold would do may not have the same benefit for someone fighting in the UFC. So with different goals and training experiences, we would need to consider the type of exercise, whether that is for endurance or for strength, and or the actual exercise itself. An example of that again is the barbell front squat may not be for everyone. In conclusion, while the exercise can be the same to improve muscular endurance or strength, we must alter the intensity, sets, reps, and rest periods for each to change if we are training for muscular endurance or muscular strength. So thinking back to a couple of slides ago, right, as the reps go up, the intensity goes down, and as the reps go down, the intensity goes up. For this week, read chapter 4 for the men's self-defense book, and you have 2 pages from the Foundations of Fitness Programming. Additionally, you have a post due by Wednesday and a response due by Friday. The initial post will include questions you may have of the screencast or from reading this week. You will also reflect on exercises you have done in the past and how they have helped you with your goal. Lastly, for the initial discussion post, you will design a workout based on this week's lecture. After your post, please respond to 2 peers with constructive feedback or questions you may have about the workout they have shared in your response post. Also, as a reminder that you have about 2 weeks to complete the multiple choice quiz. And for practice, you may identify a population that may benefit from muscular endurance training and a population that may not benefit from muscular endurance training. This won't be graded, it's something you guys can do to practice understanding the sets and reps and the variables involved in either training for muscular strength or muscular endurance. Just a reminder, guys, that you guys can reach out to me with any questions. Thanks for joining today. I look forward to seeing your discussion post. Have a wonderful week. And again, please reach out to me if you have any questions or need anything. Bye-bye.